both sides right there with the Russian and the Chinese logos. So it's a little bit more spread out in terms of where you're going to be spawning in at. It's a little bit harder, but it's not impossible. You are going to be seeing the bomb spawning over here into the north side of the map. Now, one of the things with this particular map is that we do see kind of like what on Zava, but not as I would say that Goldman Railway is even worse than what it is on Zavod. Sometimes we'll see teams, they'll just send 2 players up there to the north side of the map to fight over the bomb because they know that if they populate mid here, if they populate these mid buildings, and they win that fight, and they get control of those mid buildings, then they can just let the bomb come to them. It's very difficult to fight your way downhill, especially if you don't take care of these buildings. Now we should be seeing at least, I would say at least 1 engineer for each side, and we're not seeing an engineer from Fenix. This is interesting. This is really interesting here because Fenix is not going to be able to take down those mid-building locations that we've seen a lot of players being able to abuse in the past. Also, we're going to be seeing Fractal going for a recon kit, and we'll see where. I'm kind of curious to see where he's going to be playing recon. We have seen a couple of teams go recon before and do some damage. Now, there are absolutely no Mavs anymore, so you're not going to be seeing a Mav usage coming out. They have been banned, so we'll see if Fractal is going to be going up here for some early shots. That's exactly what he's going to be doing. So he's going to be trying to spot out these players pushing up into the north side of the bomb site. But we do see First Blood going over into the favor here of Sim. Walk is going to be back up as well. He's going to be spotting out 1 back behind the crates. He is going to be using a, what is this? This is the A91. We have been seeing the A91 being used quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit. We have seen it more often than what we had in the past. But Walk missing out on so many of those shots here. And he needs to be careful not to go down. And he does end up falling there to Stefan. Was that Stefano? We're going to go with Stefano. I think that's Stefano. It's probably wrong. Myself and names, we don't get along at all. So I do apologize if I do get your name wrong. But the bomb is down currently. We do have 3 players here from Symthic. But if you noticed, Fenix here is playing extremely passive there into the middle of the map. And that's what I was talking about before. But Jack, not able to take out the second player. Will end up falling. Walk going to be following up back behind. Should be able to get the kill, and he does onto Vogel. I remember Vogel. I've cast him before. A couple of these names are starting to pop back into my head from previous cups and other leagues that I've cast before. But we do see Walk trying to get some long-range shots, and he is going to be able to help out his teammate quite a bit there as Symthic slowly but surely are taking control of the rest of the map. Look at that, they have 3 players that are going to be down at the south side of the map. Now it's coming down to a 1-on-1. Jack is going to be waiting in for him, but we do still see Walk able to cause a lot of havoc here up next to the bomb carrier itself. Finally does end up going down, so we will be seeing Fenix in control of that bomb for the first time in this match. There is going to be a team with a clear and defined control of it, but Homefront does end up going down as we will be seeing Stefano. Oh my gosh. I don't know. We're just going to butcher his name the whole entire game. I don't know why certain names are so hard for me, but they are. Jack doing some beast work, and you can see what we were talking about before. Every single one of those players coming out from Fenix ended up faltering there, trying to push back in towards those bomb sites. And look at this. Symthic now has the bomb. That's the danger there of not being able to control those mid buildings. You need to have at least 1 player alive in those mid buildings to allow you to have some spawns and to allow you to get those shots in on players coming back down. But Fractal able to come out on top there in that exchange, has some help there from his buddy Grand Beast back behind him, and he's going to be just sitting back there just chilling, making sure that nobody's going to get onto the defuse here at all. Jack is going to be back up as well, and he is going to be able to get that shot there onto Rangero. Long-range shots coming in here as well, missing out every single one of them, but his teammate will be able to finish it up, and it looks like Symthic might be able just to get control and keep control here very easily. Fractal just hiding there till the last second, taking down Vogel. It's a spot that you have to check, guys. Every single time you push in onto that B side, you have to make sure there's not a guy back behind it, but this is going to be it here. They need to get onto the defuse right now, but Fractal is going to be sitting on top of the bomb, and we do have Symthic drawing First Blood, getting onto the board. 1-0 so far with 11 minutes left in this round. So plenty of time here as we will be seeing Fenix just trying to get out. And this is what we were talking about before, how difficult it is to get out of this position here for Fenix. They do not want to go down to a 2-0. And Oh, Ranchero not able to get the kill. Will end up falling. Walk also going to be able to get a kill there onto Vogel. Homefront coming out from main spawn. Anybody coming up here onto the north? We do see 2 players getting picked up, and there's a third. Homefront not able to come out. We need to be seeing some spawns here onto the north side to try and make something happen, but no, all spawns are going to be in the south. Jack is going to be able to spot out a lot of these players. Yes, he is going to be able to see one. Did he see the second one, though? He spots out for the spawn coming out. Not able to get the kill with the G18, because that's just a terrible weapon at long range. Now Vogel getting picked up there inside main. Yeah, this is a terrible, terrible position here for Fenix. Grand Beast spotting out more and more players here coming in from that seaside of the map. Nice pickup there onto Homefront. Spots out a second one. Can he make it a 2-piece? Missing out on the shots. Has to back on up. But we need to be seeing some smokes coming out. We need to see some pushes coming out from Fenix as a team to get onto this bomb site. Right now, they're just going down 1 player at a time. But look at this Grand Beast finishing it up with 3 kills in a row. Beautiful job. And that is going to be a squad wipe, as we will be having Symthic going up 2-0 in 5 minutes here of this map. Fantastic job there from Sim, as now we are going to be swapping sides, and this is a dangerous position here for Fenix to be in. Fenix, they have to make sure that they prevent any bombs going down right now from Symthic in the second half. And we are going to be going into our second server, by the way, as we are going to be playing on a Brazilian server for our next round. But yeah, fantastic job right there, I would have to say, from Sim. They kept the pressure on. But, you know, really what did it in for them was the fact that they were able to get that very first bomb down right away by controlling mid. You have to control mid. You have to have somebody there in mid. And not going in with rockets is not a good idea. Even if the guy... Okay, so even if your initial push fails in mid, if you can get a couple of rockets downrange to take care of the buildings themselves... So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if you take a look right now, the positions that you normally see people getting up into are this building right here in the mid, and this building right here, especially this building if you're on the Russian side. This is a fantastic building if you're the Russian team to get head glitches on. You can spot the players coming in right there from main spawn right there to the north spawn of their spawn coming in towards the bomb site. You can also spot out any kind of back rage that's potentially going to be happening in to the front side of the neutral bomb spawn location. You can see any kind of a push that's going to be coming back in as well if you get down inside the building. So you have a really good view right here of what's going down inside mid. This is a fantastic position to have, and you have to push, you have to be able to blow out these walls. If you don't, you're going to give them a massive advantage. And it's the same thing for this building here. I mean, you can do basically the same stuff getting up into it. So you need to have somebody. You need to have somebody going mid with rockets to take down those buildings, to take down those positions. And then, of course, rockets just help you in general on this particular map. You know, Goldman Railway, it's just like it was on Domination. You know, in Domination, you saw at least one rocket. I mean, that was the standard. That was the standard. You saw one rocket for each team every single time. Sometimes double rockets. Although that's very rare that's very rare right now for this particular map. We don't really see a whole lot of double rockets. Every now and then a team will pull it out, but not too often. But I mean, even if you're into the main buildings here next to the bombs, able to take them down, it opens up areas to where you can defend against them. You know, the spot that Fractal was actually sitting in, so if you take a look right now, if Fenix had taken a couple of rockets once Fractal had the initial plant going down here onto B, they could have taken out this wall and this wall here onto Bravo. That would have opened it up completely there. Grand Beast wouldn't have had that really nice shot that you saw saving Fractal basically in that position. Would have opened it up, made it a lot easier to get that defuse going down in that position. Fractal wouldn't have had as near as much cover or concealment in that situation. Same thing if you're going across the map right here. The schoolhouse, blow down every single one of those walls inside schoolhouse, make it pretty much not usable in that situation. So, you know, rockets are absolutely useful, and you need to incorporate them in your strats, especially on Goldman Railway. So we'll see if Fenix has learned their lesson, if they're going to be doing just that, or if they're just going to go for four meds, or I'm sorry, 5 meds. Which, I mean, you can make it happen with 5 meds. I mean, it's definitely possible, but it's going to be extremely hard, and you have to make sure that you win every single one of your initial engagements. If you're not winning every single one of your first battles, then it's not going to happen. So, kind of curious to see if they do push up fairly aggressively there towards the north. Again, it's a 2-0 situation here. Symthic is not going to be pressured. They pretty much can just sit back. They can play the exact same style that they did last time. They don't even need to push. I mean, they had Walk and Jack both playing up to the north side here onto the neutral bomb. They don't even have to do that this time. In fact, if they want to, they could push 4 guys into mid, 1 all the way down to the south, which I have seen Fractal do this before. Go all the way down to the south for a flank, come up back behind them, wipe out whoever's going to be trying to push up into mid, and basically just wait for the bomb to come down to them, because there is absolutely no way that you can move the bomb towards the bomb sites without just encountering massive amounts of casualties on your own team, because those positions are just so darn good. And again, Symthic, they're playing for time. So that type of strategy would actually work to their advantage, because there's no reason for them to have to get control of the bomb at all. Now, of course, if they do get control of the bomb and they're able to get that plant and it's successful, then it will be game over. Doesn't matter if we do see Fenix getting a bomb of their own down or not. So this is definitely going to be a tense moment here for these guys to have to make some kind of a play. Now we have seen a overtime round already, and it could be possible that we're going to be seeing a second one here in this game. And it does look like Elevate has taken down Kang, and we are going to be seeing Yakuza playing against Dexterity in the quarterfinals. Kind of curious to see how Yakuza is doing. I think Dexterity is going to win hands down, but kind of interesting to see how they're going to be playing. And then we are going to be seeing Uran taking down Mad Dog's Line Bravo, and they are going to be moving up into the semifinals as well. So it's all going to be up to seeing how the Symthic and Fenix match is going to be faring, which honestly I think that pretty much Symthic is going to have this in the bag. I do not see Fenix being able to win this. They didn't look all that great in their positioning. They really didn't. I mean, they were not in the best of places to hold off on any kind of push that we saw Symthic making. Initially they were kind of hanging in there, gun for gun, but once they wiped in mid, it was over. It was pretty much game over there. So what we need to be seeing from Fenix, mid control. They need to get mid control. They need to wipe out all of Symthic in mid, and actually, now that I think about it, they need to get the bomb on the north side, because Symthic could play for time. If Symthic, I can't really say that on stream. If Symthic wants to be mean, not the word I was going to use, but if they want to be really mean, if they want to just be a thorn in the side, Symthic could grab the bomb and come over here onto the north. So if you take a look right here on that rock, what we have seen teams do is play for time and just sit there. Just sit right behind the rock and soak down to as much time as they possibly can. Now, it's a 50-50 shot whether it works or not, because you can get caught out of position pretty badly there in that particular fight. So we'll see if Sim actually goes for that, or if they just go for the win. I mean, Sim, I think they have enough power back behind them. They probably could just go ahead and push that first bomb in within the next 4 minutes or so, at the very least. And we are about 23 seconds away from getting this thing going here, as we'll be having Symthic. Anybody going to be running an engineer? Yes, we do have Secret running NG, as well as Fractal going in for the, oh my god, you're killing me. As well as Fractal going in for the recon kit. There's the rocks that we were talking about. Rangerino I think I was calling him Ranchero. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Rangerino is going to be going in for those rockets here. As it does look like we are going to be seeing those initial plays coming out. Grand Beast does go down. I have no clue what he did. But he is dead for sure. Vogel is going to be pushing up here into the north. Do we have anybody from Sim? We do have Secret as well as Jet taking position back behind that rock. But if you take a look right now, we do have Symthic with 3 players down below. But look at this. We do have Olufsen. We're going with that. He's going to be in a position here to push Fractal out. I think he believes he's being chased right now, but Fractal, I think, is still just setting up inside the building here. And he's going to be looking out for him. Now he's going to go ahead and pressure him, as he knows that he's got a couple of shots down on him. Parachute would have been heard. Grand Beast will be able to win out in that fight. Vogel does end up going down. We do see 2 more players here from Fenix getting picked up. Symthic will be going in for the win. We do see the respawns coming out for Homefront. Is he going to be able to catch this push coming down? Or will he actually get shot here in just a few seconds? He is getting those first shots coming down on him, and he will get picked up. His teammate, though, Vogel, able to pick up at least one of the players from Symthic. Stefano also coming back in here as well, and there's those rocket plays that we were talking about. But Adermoy is already waiting for him. Will be able to pick up one and a second one as well. And that is going to be a plant going down, guaranteed onto that alpha site. And as I said, this is going to be a very, very quick round. We do see Homefront trying to come in from main spawn. We should be seeing at least one coming in from the southern spawn as well. But Adermoy, look at those angles that we see him right now. Able just to lock this down. The head glitches are real right now. More rockets are going to be pushing back Ader. Exactly what we need to be seeing there in that situation. And the push right now is pretty much stalled out for Fenix. They don't really have anywhere they can go into right now without getting cross-shot. Jack is going to be able to pick up a couple, but Ader spots out the one player who got away. That's going to be Homefront getting taken out. And that is going to be it, my friends. We do have a last-second ditch effort from Vogel, but not going to be happening here. Vogel gets picked up, and that is going to be game 3-0 in favor of Team Symthic. That is a very fast game.